Okay, now for when we're starting from scratch. You won't be starting from scratch, you'll be starting from a template, but it'll be different properties, so you won't get to keep the text as we did last time. So I'll show you how to edit the text and how to edit the property details. The only reason we didn't have to last time was because I had already imported that. So the last thing I wanted to say was after you do that, it's imperative that you click update, otherwise no changes will show. It'll warn you, like if I edit this text here and then try to go to another page, and then I try to go to, say, front end edit, it'll say, are you sure you want to? Because it knows I should click update first. So click stay on this page and update. Okay, the second thing, that's imperative because otherwise everything you did doesn't work. I should have brought that up first, and I'll specify it again in an email. The second thing is after doing this, or if you want to get a zoomed in view with these images so you can just check your ordering. Lastly, I should note it doesn't matter if you don't fill all the images. If you leave one blank, it's not going to show up. That's okay. But if you want to preview what it'll look like, or look what the front end looks like, you can click front end edit there, only after updating, after being in the back end edit. And that'll take you to this option. And say you had two of these that were duplicate, you could click this, you could X that, and you could go in and add a different one. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up. If you had two and were duplicate at the end, you could delete it. But I just wanted to show that I can show some of that with what I'm about to do as well, if you prefer to edit it from the front end edit at the very beginning. So when we're going in and let's say we're doing we'll still want to click edit here. Okay, or update rather. Okay. Now, when we're adding a property from scratch, which we will be doing right now with the 2150 West McLean. So I'm going to update one of the ones that we're not copying over. So 2140 West North Avenue. Okay, so 2140 West North Avenue currently has a bunch of random images in it and whatnot. If you don't want to do this back way of editing where the images are smaller and sometimes it's harder to tell if you've duplicated, you can do the front end edit. The only thing I'll say is that you can't change this part from the front end edit and this part. So you would first want to do the featured image, which is that big background image, as I said. So for McLean, let's do that off the bat. And we'll click Design Options, then this. We'll want to upload all our images from the McLean folder. So we're uploading all those. Now while those are updating, we can edit the property details. So we'll want the property details from the McLean property, and we'll have a corresponding link to it. So here, for instance, we have the 2150 McLean, and we will copy that into the browser and have the information at the ready there. Now we can use the information that was there previously as a guide. Let's see what information was there previously. Okay, so we'll click this pencil to edit, okay? And then instead of visual, do me a favor and click text so we can copy and paste without messing it up. So click text, okay? Now let's take the street address, which is this. We can just copy and paste that. Okay, we'll copy and paste that. Now, the market report. This is for a Wicker Park market report. And we will want to change this. So we want to change this because this is an old link. If in the future this was also Wicker Park, you could keep it, but I've changed our link structure, so we need to change it. So we go over here to our template, which is here, and we see what we're replacing. We're replacing the Wicker Park market report, okay, the market report. And so we will add the Wicker Park market report. We'll copy this. It says copy link, paste where the W3 schools link is, okay? So we will copy it right there. And we need to have a quotation on the end, so quotes on both sides. Then we'll copy the whole thing, and we will put into here. Okay, we'll keep that strong tag. Now we need to market report. I shouldn't have X'd that out. So to summarize, what we want to do is just replace where it starts with the A and ends with the A. Okay. Now for the community profile, we'll go back to here. We're doing the Wicker Park community profile now. We want to replace between the quotations. Okay. Now we'll select the whole thing. We'll go over here and we'll want to change from the A to the A on the community profile. Okay. Now on these, I'm going to have you add a third, and you can just copy and paste this and then write neighborhood guide. Okay. Now when we're working with the neighborhood guide, we're taking the social insights. Okay. So between the quotations, then copy the whole thing, then between the A's. Okay. So that has been updated, as you can see. But we need to update the rest of the information, the list price, bedrooms, etc. We don't want to do it in visual, we want to do it in text. So the list price for this property was $699,000. $699,000. Let's see if we can save some of this. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. We have 3 bedrooms, 2 full, 1 partial. We'll call that a 1/2. We should always call that 1/2. So 2 full baths, 1/2. And you're built. Do we know? You can click Command F and then search for that type of stuff. Command F built to try and find it. So 2007 is the year it was built. And property type, we can go back and Command F for type. It's condo, townhouse. Stories, we can see if it has that. It might not. There, stories, Command F, 3 stories. So 3 stories stays. Then we can search for square foot. Let's do SQ foot. Square foot is not reported. So we can get rid of that. Or if square foot isn't reported, I'll often replace with outdoor space, deck, roof deck. Okay? So instead of property size, we'll go outdoor space and deck and roof deck. Okay? Now, this one, they're all going to be with at properties except for those that I explicitly mark. This note that it is Koenig Rubloff is the listing office. That also goes for, that's just on those ones that are the same, which come up here. It's just those ultra-modern row homes. So let's see, we had a second place that we were adding that. Understood. That's right here. Okay, now back. This one is the last one that we need to specify. This one is evidently listed by @properties. Yep, so that's the same. So we'll click Save, and now we have to do this and this. Remember, the whole reason I did this was because the images were uploading. So don't wait for the images to upload. Do this in the meantime. So we click Design Options, we click this, right? And now we look for essentially just the sexiest picture. I think that is. So we'll click and save that. Remember, we did that at this topmost pencil. Now we go down here, remove what was there, set that same image. Remember, set that same image. And now we have to change this text, right? So this text is different, and I don't have it pre-written. This was 2 paragraphs. We're not going to be able to do that because we're going to have to just copy what they wrote. So we will go to copy this, okay? And we will go to text again. Text is where we go. And we go in between these tags. We always go in between the tags. And we'll copy and paste that. Okay? Then take about half of it and copy and paste it between the others. So we essentially just split up the text in 2, right? Let's save. Then we didn't change the name. Whoops. So we need to change the name based on what we said to change this name to. And that was specified that this is going to be the Lux Bucktown Bi-Level. Okay, so the Lux Bucktown Bi-Level. We don't need those quotes. We shouldn't have them. And then we need to change the address, correct? So we will change the address itself to this. And that's at the very top. We already changed it here, right? So they should match, so let's put a number there. Now we need to change our portfolio categories. For one, we see here that I made an error. You see this span next to the price. That shouldn't be there. So we'll go to text. We'll look at where the price is. We just need to get rid of that. Okay? So it's not there. Now we look at the price and we look at the bedrooms. Okay, so this is 3 bedrooms, so it's 3 plus bedrooms, and it's $699,000, so it happens to be in the 500 to 700K. Okay, but if it were 1 bed, 2 bed, you see how we would put it in different categories. Okay, now let's click Update, and I'll show you a slightly easier way to edit those front pictures via the front end editor. Remember, we needed to click Update before doing that. Now this gives us a preview of what we've done so far. Okay. This is wrong. Oh, remember I forgot to add the exterior picture, so that's a good point. So let's replace that and add a picture of the exterior. That'll do. And then we actually want these to be the same height. Okay, so let's eliminate 2 of these maybe. Okay, so let's get rid of stories. And let's get rid of let's see, stories will be the first to go, and outdoor space will be the first to go. Okay? So, I'll take that. These are wrong. Okay? Those are just random images, and what we need are the images that place. So we'll click this pencil to edit it. Okay, we'll exit. Let's select this, save, close. This, save, close. Remember I made my first image different from the header image? Now we're on to the third. Okay, close. We're on to the fourth. The kitchen. Now I checked that I didn't. Yep, I didn't. Those are different. So we just did the kitchen. It helps to say that aloud. And now we're doing bathroom. Okay, and now we're doing bathroom. Okay, now showing you when you're editing on the front end and we've reached the bottom, you're going to have to duplicate it. Okay? So that's this right here. We can duplicate it so we can add in the rest. I would recommend doing it this second way, where we edited the things that we needed to edit on the back end, and then we went in and edited the big pictures on the front. So let's edit that cover image, the featured image, and the text on the back end, and then edit the pictures on the front end. Okay? So this we edited on the back end, the text we edited on the back end. Okay? Now we need to edit these images. Okay? So what's interesting here is that we will also want to edit these images on the back end, because there's no pencil option for us to edit that here. Okay? Just on the text itself. So let's click Update. Okay? And let's go to the back-end editor. Okay, so we're back at the back-end editor, which is familiar to us. These have been replaced by the images we just replaced them with. Remember, this was something that I said early on about how we want this to be different. We want that to be at the bottom, and section heading should be below it. Okay, so that and then section heading. And we need to add, our property report pictures, right? So we have the social insights, save. We have the community profile, save. And we have the market report, save. And then it's getting loud in here, so I'm going to end this.
It sounds to me like she's struggling.
I apologize, I messed up. The community profile is this colored one, and the market report is the green one.
And does she mean our notes?
That's what. So is it Lexus having that?
And save.
Well, so that's a problem. She titled it Lexus Stream.